Wasted World of Sports ahoy, and welcome back as our coverage of the Six Nations Round 1 continues here, live on YouTube. What a game we just saw, in all honesty. 27 points to 24. England did the job. They did just enough to sneak home against Italy. Who saw that coming, honestly? What a performance by Italy in that first half, especially. They admitted themselves in the post-match interviews that they just fell away a little bit in the second half and couldn't quite get themselves across the line when it mattered. Falling short, 27-24. I feel like they put on a performance, though, that they can hold their heads high with. They certainly were not disgraced. And now we round out this weekend of Six Nations action. Wales versus Scotland. I've got Scotland winning this one. Mr. Ed's Dead ahoy, welcome back, mate. Hope you've been enjoying the action. You know, you're actually currently leading the Wasted World of Sports leaderboard, Mr. Ed's Dead, for Six Nations coverage. So there you go. I haven't displayed anything on screen yet. I was going to hold that back for week 2. Round 2 next weekend. I was going to announce the leaderboard and such, but I thought you've been here for all the games, so I thought I would let you know you're currently atop the leaderboard. So congratulations there, Mr. Ed's Dead. Wales versus Scotland in this one to round out week 1 of the Six Nations. As I said, I've got Scotland winning. Just hoping for another great match, basically. Another fantastic match is hopefully what beckons. Because we've seen 2 great ones so far, despite the difference in the scoreline. Ireland and France was a lot closer than that 38-17 scoreline suggested. And 27-24 Italy and England that we saw in the game preceding this one. Let's hope for another good one here. Scotland versus Wales. I've got Scotland winning this one. This is my bets. I've got 3 separate bets. We're running out of time before the game starts if you'd like to jump on and follow my betting, but I've got Scotland winning this, just Scotland straight. No lines, no margins, anything like that, just a straight win for Scotland. Duhan Vandermeer, anytime try scorer. Josh Adams, anytime try scorer for Wales. Let's get it done. Let's hope for a great contest. On the poll, 69% are suggesting that Scotland will win. I'm agreeing with that one, of course. I've gone Scotland myself. I'm 2 for 2 so far in terms of the victors. I'm 0 for 2 as far as the margins. Remember, I said Ireland by 1 to 7, and I said England by 14 plus. I've got both the margins wrong, but I am 2 for 2 with the actual victors, looking for a clean sweep this weekend, with Scotland getting up over Wales here today. Hoping that somebody pops into the chat and gives me an update on the Crusaders versus Munster, which is also happening here this weekend. Something that I don't have access to. For whatever reason, you would think that with all the streaming services available and whatnot, that I would have access to Munster versus Crusaders, but no, apparently not. But that's all good. Oh, the passion is on display here. Tears welling up in the eyes of the Welsh players as they sing their national anthem. You love to see that, the passion for the jersey, for the country, for representing your nation at the elite level of sport. It's what's missing sometimes, isn't it, Mr. Ed's Dead? I mean, I hate to single out American sports, but it's all about the almighty dollar, isn't it? Oh, he's into it, the big man. Firing away in the national anthem, screaming his lungs out. That was good. Hey, that fills me with positivity that Wales will be well and truly up for this contest. Did you see that, Mr. Is Dead? They were belting out that national anthem. Tears in the eyes of one player. The scream, the literal scream of the words from the big man we just saw on camera there. I wish I was more familiar. This is something that I will work on. Wasted World of Sports. I will work on getting to know these Northern Hemisphere players. I am a Southern Hemisphere boy. This is the first time ever that we're doing live the European Six Nations tournament. And it has not let me down so far. Hey, look at this. This game is actually indoors. It's in a closed-in stadium, Mr. Ed's Dead. Did you see that? So I endeavour to get to know the players a lot better as the competition rolls on. I do have the team sheets on a screen over here that I can glance over and pick up on every now and then, but I would like to, when I watch the Southern Hemisphere rugby, the Super Rugby or the Rugby Championship, or anything involving the All Blacks or the Wallabies or the Springboks or Argentina, I'm able to just name the players by sight, and I would love to get to that level here at the Six Nations moving forward. But I haven't had the time to get to know the players. Referee Ben O'Keefe from New Zealand, I recognise him. Southern Hemisphere. All right, let's hope for 3 from 3 in terms of quality contests here in the Six Nations 2024. Ready to get underway. We saw a belter between Ireland and France. We saw almost an upset take place, Italy and England. I'm leaning towards Scotland in this one, but let's see how it plays out. We are underway, and Scotland will have first use of the ball. Wales, Scotland, Six Nations, round 1. The final match of the weekend. And let's try and keep a cheeky eye on what's happening with the Munster versus Crusaders match. And specifically, Lee Halfpenny. That's the big news there. Lee Halfpenny signed, sealed, delivered, playing for the Crusaders. Which is absolutely amazing. Scotland with the clearing kick. Wales do have it. Now, spreading the ball out wide to the far side touchline. The defence holds firm. And again, very noticeable, not committing numbers to the ruck. The teams have been very content to just stand back, not commit numbers, back their defence, wait for the opportunity. As a kick into the 20, the mark is called. They play on quickly. Scotland, space in behind. A great kick. Racing backwards here, I believe, is White, the scrum half for Wales. And he will return that kick. Oh, is that Davies? Okay, I was on the wrong... See? This is what I mean. I was on the wrong team sheet. Okay, White is the scrum half for Scotland. Davies is the scrum half for Wales. I do apologise for that. Okay, now I know. Wales, Scotland. Wales, Scotland. Crossfield kick. There's our man. Oh, and it spills forward and Wales come down with it. But that was our man. Vandermeer getting involved early. That's what we want. We want Scotland to win. We want Vandermeer, anytime try scorer, and we want Adams, anytime try scorer for Wales. Wales have possession. 2 minutes have just raced by in this one. And now a box kick from Davies, up over halfway. It's a good kick chase. It's tapped back by Wales, and they have the ball. It has been tapped back all the way back over their side of halfway, though. But they'll take it. A little juggle from Davies. Not called a knock on. Scotland do well to hold this ball up. They get to ground, though, through Botham. Costello, the fly half, puts it high, and it's a great kick chase again, but Scotland come down with it. Well taken by Stain, and he lost his pants in the process as well. We've seen a bit of that this weekend. Quite a few pantsings. Oh, and off the side of the boot, Finn Russell. That's not a great kick. Oh, but Stain gets up well and recovers it, saving an embarrassing situation there for Scotland, and they win the penalty. Finn Russell, he would love that kick over again, and he will get an opportunity here with the penalty kick to touch. Early penalty here for Scotland. The kick is into touch, about 22 metres out from the Welsh line. Here's an opportunity now early. Sauntering to the line out. Scotland with the first real opportunity to strike here. They go to the middle and come down with it. They set up the maul. Great work there. That's the first step of the process done. 4.5 gone inside the 20. Securing the ball at the back. Now they release. White fires it out across into midfield. And it's Tui Pelotu into contact. Stain on the left-hand side. Russell with the double pump. Finds Stain. The defense holds firm. Now the kick in over the top, and it's way over the top, and it's taken about 10 metres over the sideline on the full by the trainer. And that's a couple of kicks now. Finn Russell just not finding the range. Overcooked that one. Undercooked the previous one. Well taken with one hand, by the way, by the trainer. And with 5 minutes gone, Wales will have an opportunity here to relieve some pressure. This was actually a hard game to pick. Davey Costs, ahoy there. Good pair of hands by the trainer. Get him on. It was a great catch, wasn't it? Because he's carrying... What's happened here? We've come back for a penalty to Scotland. Some cheeky offsides. I was so caught up in that catch by the trainer, I've missed the penalty. And Finn Russell here from right beside the post will put Scotland on the board first. And it is the Scots with the 3 points to nil lead. 6 minutes into this contest. But yes, that was a great catch because he's carrying the water. I'm guessing it was a bag full of water bottles in one hand. He only had the one hand free. And he didn't even break a sweat in taking it. Wales go quickly. And it's taken here by Crosby at the back for Scotland. 3 points to nil. The scoreboard is taking a little bit of time to update, but it'll update momentarily. The clearing kick up towards halfway. It's a good one. The scrum half, White. Solid start there for Scotland. Wales on halfway, have the line-out throw, go to the middle. It's released immediately, and in midfield. Botham sets up the ruck, firing it back. And Costello puts the ball high. No real pressure on the chase. It's taken easily by Stain at the back. He holds his feet, gets the offload away. And Rowe, the fullback, goes to ground, playing under penalty advantage. Russell puts the chip kick over the top, and it's lost forward by Scotland. But we will come back for the penalty. Offside again at ruck time, Wales. There we go. The scoreboard's finally caught up. And they're just destroying themselves here with the penalties. Wales. They're defending well. And 7 minutes, 45 seconds in, the referee has already had a chat to the Welsh captain and said, sort your team out, mate. Sort them out. That is an early warning. You don't very often see it. 8 minutes into a contest, the referee has already had enough. So Wales have got to be very, very careful now. Finn Russell with the kick to touch. And Scotland will have this line-out throw, about 15 out from Welsh line. This could be a dream start as they go to the back and they feed it off the back of the line out. Tuipulotu in midfield is a little bit isolated, but it comes back for Scotland. Decoy runners out the wazoo. And they've got a lot of space here to the left, but Wales defend in tight. And they win the turnover. Great job there, I believe. It was Elias, the hooker. They just got themselves a little isolated, Scotland, and we've got issues here. Big issues. We've got a man down for Wales. And he's not looking healthy. Is that the big forward, the big number one, Domachowski? Relieving penalty for Wales, though. At what cost? He's still down. He still hasn't moved, the big fella. Oh, he's got his head in an awkward position. Yeah, he's coming off. That is the prop. Domachowski just got his head a little too front on there, and that is bent. He has bent his head down in contact. And no wonder he is struggling to get to his feet right now. No wonder. Head in an awful position there. And he is not in a good way. He's got to come off. They're using, of course, we were talking about it in the Ireland France stream. They are using that new technology for detecting concussions. Surely that's coming into play here. That was a huge hit. Just got himself in a terrible position there. $3-0 though, Scotland. 8 minutes, 50 seconds gone in this one. Oh, he's up and about, the big fella. Good on him. He's up and about. And Wales, of course, before that little injury stoppage, they had the penalty. And they're able to kick into touch. A little bit of relief. Still inside their own territory, though, as Elias throws to the front, and it is tapped back for Scotland, who steal that line-out throw and immediately spread it wide. They're 40 out here. The pop pass was flat at best. A little bit forward now. Change of direction. Russell. And now into space. The cutout pass out to Stain on the wing. Cutting back in field. The cover defense is there, but they're 10 out from the line now, Scotland. A chance here if they spread it wide. They come back to the blind side. Rowe goes into contact. It'd still be on out to the left. They're just trying to redraw in those defenders. 6 phases. They go. Looking for some sort of advantage before they pull the trigger. Schumann. A flat pass almost puts Vandermeer through. That's who we want. Running from the base of the ruck. Wales, the defence is holding firm. They're a metre out now, Scotland. 11 phases, pick and go. In front of the posts, a metre out, just looking for an advantage. They'll keep it in close. Pick and go, and he reaches out and scores, the big man. Was it Schumann? We need to have a look. Schumann, it might have been. Turn around, mate. Let's get a look at your number. It was indeed Schumann. Might be a hint of a double movement here, but the big fella, he's reached the limbs out and he's planted it down. Was he tackled first, though? No commitment to awarding this try from referee O'Keefe. Oh, he has gone down. He has kept the arm elevated, and he's reached out and planted it down square under the post, and that is a 5-pointer. We need a better camera angle of this. Now, if it's gone up as no try, it might be hard to award, but that's a try for mine, and it is indeed a try. Schumann, the big prop, scores the first try, pats on the head all around, and Scotland 8 points to 0. The kick from right in front will surely make it 10-0. And they are dominating the early stages of this game. It is all Scotland. Easy kick there for Finn Russell. 2 for 2. 10 points to 0. Hint of an obstruction there in the lead-up play. Would have been harsh to call it back, though. Wales, get us back underway. This has been a great start. Clinical from Scotland to start this contest. They are well and truly on top here. Dominant so far in their display. They control it at the back from the kickoff and clear up over halfway. A great clearing kick from the scrum half. And this is just clinical from Scotland thus far. Wales go quick into the line out. It's almost pilfered. But Wales come down with it. Stretch the ball to midfield where they're met from huge defence. Driven backwards. Pressure everywhere. And Costello, the kick goes high. Not a lot of distance. It's backwards off Blue. Now the kick into the face of the Welsh defender and into touch. Wales, what is going on with them? They just haven't showed up yet. They've got to get themselves into this contest, and quick smart. Turner with the throw into the line out. It's overcooked, and Wales, here is their opportunity now. An error, a simple one from Scotland. But the defence in midfield, again, driving them backwards. Wales are not making any meters on attack. The Scottish defence is just relentless. Ripping and tearing at the ball, counter-rucking and forcing Costello to kick again. This one's better. It finds grass. But Rowe has it at the back, and he will return it with interest. Up over halfway. Wales flirting with the sideline, but keeping the ball in play. And a penalty advantage here. They're offside, Scotland. Adventurous little chip and chase from Davies, but he knew he had the penalty advantage, so it was coming back for them. Penalty was for a high tackle, not offside, so I got that one wrong. Costello can put this into touch, and Wales will have their first real opportunity here in good field position. Line out will be 15 out from the try line. What can they come up with? 10 points to 0 Scotland. 15 minutes gone. Big line out throw. Elias goes to the front, uncontested, releasing it early, not setting up a maul. And in midfield, Tompkins goes to ground. Eventually, he keeps his feet, looking for the offload. No, he goes to ground now. Davies losing the ball. The flat pass, the crash ball, and it is spilt forward. And it's just not happening for Wales. Just not happening at all. Solid defence once more from Scotland. And they are repelling everything that Wales are throwing at them in the early stages of this one. Only 15 and a half minutes gone. But just struggling to get themselves into the contest here at the moment, Wales. An opportunity to put pressure on at scrum time, though. Scrum down, Scotland feed. 10 out from their own line. Referee blows it up, says, we will reset. Thanks, fellas. Let's have a reset. We'll try again. That one wasn't good enough. Scotland, 921 kgs in that pack. Wales, 899. A couple of big units there. Slight advantage to Scotland. But of course, scrum time, it's all about technique, isn't it? So you can have the heavier pack, but it's all about technique at the end of the day. The scrum resets. They set. It holds firm. Scotland have it at the back. Breaking away from the back of the scrum. Fagerson. White told to use it. Box kick incoming. Looking for distance. Looking for the sideline. Finding it. Not a lot of distance. Wales, they will still have an opportunity here. Down Scotland's end of the field. Line out throw. About 30 metres out from the line. Elias goes to the middle and they claim it. They release it immediately. No rolling mauls being set in this game. Flat pass there to Reffel, the flanker. And they're staying on this left-hand side. Counter ruck is good here from Scotland, looking to get hands on the ball. But Wales do well. Retain possession. Keeping the ball in midfield. Davies to the short side. Adams, there's our try scorer, Adams. He's been held up here. He's got to get to ground. He's been held up, though. Scotland, the defence, aggressive, brutal defence, and they've held Adams up. He could not get the ball to ground, and it is a scrum turnover to Scotland. The defence is just way too good at the moment. Stain gets himself in perfect position. Oh, he's got to ground there. Surely that's a harsh call on Wales. A harsh call. I felt at the time, though, it was the right one, but seeing that replay... A slow motion replay, though, is not always good context for a real-time decision that's been made by the referee. In fairness. And this scrum falls down on first set again. He's going to have a cheeky look at the other side of the scrum here, referee O'Keefe. "19.5 minutes gone. Scotland well and truly on top in every area of the game so far. They were my tip to win this game. And a free kick to Scotland, early engagement. Free kick, just a short arm. But a quarter of this game gone as Finn Russell just punts it straight up the middle of the field. Wales return it, and Russell, again, straight down the middle of the field. Returning it again. This one bounces, but Russell charges onto it. Kick in for the corner. Russell finds space, and it bounces into touch. And they win that kicking duel there, the Scots. And Finn Russell, he's just trying to fire everybody up here. Hamish McKenzie, ahoy, mate. You'll notice that your spanner's gone. Just like you asked. 3 a.m. and you just found 3 missed calls from work. And that's the reason why you keep your phone off. Smart man. Smart man. Keep the phone off outside working hours. And a penalty for dissent. Well, Wales are just... Oh, they're the victims of their own demise at the moment, Wales. Dissent. They've had a crack at the referee. Or the touch judge. Oh, no, they haven't even. It's the number 14 there. Our man, Josh Adams, has run over and picked the ball up and thrown it into the crowd. Completely unnecessary. And that is just a gift 3 points. And that is just silliness there from Adams. A gift 3-pointer here for Finn Russell and Scotland. 22 minutes gone. And they're just slightly pushing this game out of reach now. Russell puts it right down the middle. 13 points to 0. And that was just silly. Completely silly. 3 points that did not need to happen right there. They've just given it away there, Wales. Hamish says, I know I'm needed sometime on weekends, but not when I'm doing night shifts. Yeah, fair enough, mate. I keep the phone off outside working hours as well. Because you don't have to be available outside working hours. There is absolutely no obligation to answer or respond to anything. As you know, Costello puts it high. Russell at the back takes it, fires it away to Rowe. And Scotland. They're just doing everything they need to. They're doing it right at the moment, Scotland. Controlling this contest. And Wales doing themselves no favours. White at the base of the ruck. Box kick, I'm guessing. Yes, it is. Oh, they were a little bit quick on the jump there. I feel they're offside here, Scotland. Big hit on Winnett at the back. No call on the offside. But Wales do have possession. Davies back to Costello. And another aimless kick. Really, for Costello. But they get up and tap it back. It falls nicely for Scotland, but Rowe can't reel the ball in. And it's been knocked on. Hamish says, gonna have to dust off my book of excuses and say you're on a date. Just AI it. ChatGPT or Google Bard. What is an excuse for... You don't need an excuse though, mate, is what I'm saying. You have absolutely no obligation for answering any contact from work outside work hours. So you don't need an excuse. But if you want an excuse, could be a way to go about it. Scrum down here for Wales. And another collapse first up. They're not getting the scrums right here. Both teams on their feet. Scrums collapsing. And the referee's having a chat now. I've had enough of this, he says. I've had enough of this. Keep it up. Keep the height up. We don't want to be doing these resets all night, yeah? That's what he's saying. Yes. Wales, they've been disappointing so far. Jeez. I wonder what it would have been like Italy versus Wales right now. I might have to rethink that game, the way that this is going. But anyways, solid scrum here from Wales. Wraparound play, juggled by Adams. Adams spills it forward, and now the counter-attack is on for Scotland. Rowe tries to find some space down this near side, this near touchline. Ferguson into contact on halfway. Scotland. Flat pass and the try scorer. Schumann bursts through one tackle and then is brought down. And a penalty to Wales. Great work there. Who was that? Turn around, mate. The number 7, Reffel. Doing what a number 7 should be doing and doing it well. Getting in there and pilfering that ball. Yes. 13 points to 0. 26.5 minutes gone. That should have been a penalty anyway. That play should have been a penalty either way. Schumann, hands on the ground. But Reffel gets the turnover. Regardless, Wales will have the throw into the line out. You know, I used to sleep at work at my old job, Hamish. I used to the live stream studio upstairs. I used to have a cheeky little nap. Because you could just go in there, close the studio door. People would think that you're filming. People think you're in there recording. But in actuality, you're in there having a cheeky nap. Big throw here from Elias. Finds his target at the front. No rolling maul. They release it immediately. And at the back is Adams. Our try scorer, our anytime try scorer, Adams. As Wales attack in midfield, staying on this left-hand side, this near side to the camera. Reffel, the man responsible for this field position now, has a go. But the Scottish defence holds firm. And again, you see, it's been a theme of the weekend. Not committing to the ruck. Keeping numbers backing their defense, waiting for an opportunity where a player is isolated, and then diving in. Nine phases now for Wales. Ten phases. Oh, and spilt forward now from Davies. 10 phases and then a simple dropped ball, and Scotland back to Russell for the clearing kick, up over halfway. There's space here, the bounce is kind, and that is a huge clearance, and that is insult to injury right there. The knock on from Davies, and Russell has kicked the absolute bollocks off this ball way up over halfway, and that is a resounding territorial victory for Scotland. Throw into the line out now is overcooked, and Scotland have it back. It's falling apart rapidly for Wales. They just can't get anything right. Russell with the kick pass to Rowe out on the wing. Dangerously close to the sideline, but does well to hold his feet and stay in field. 2 long passes back into midfield for Scotland. Russell cuts back in field, links up with Vandermeer. Nowhere to go though. The Welsh defence is holding on for now, but now some space, and Rowe one-on-one is taken down well by Winnett at the back. They're inside the 20 now. Inside the 20. And pressure mounting for Wales. 7 phases. The defence holds firm. They commit no numbers. Now a wraparound. Russell dummies. Goes through. Draws in the fullback, and it's a try. Vandermeer. There is a bet won. Nice and early again. Oh, we are doing sensationally on the betting front. Inside the first half. Again, I hope that you've been listening to my bets. Anytime try scorer markets have been going off here in the Six Nations. And there is the man, Vandermeer. The try for Scotland, and they extend their lead. 18 points to 0 with the kick to come. And that was just a simple wraparound for Finn Russell, dummying and going through a gaping hole, and then just simply draws in the last defender and puts Vandermeer over untouched. That is easy stuff. That is EA Sports Rugby 08 easy. That little passage of play. Hamish McKenzie says, so when are we playing Pal World? It looks strange. I've never heard of it, to be honest, Hamish. Conversion successful from right in front, and Scotland, oh, why wouldn't they look happy, the Scottish fans in the crowd. 20 points to 0 after 31 minutes. They're down. Wales are down. Scotland, can they land a knockout punch before halftime? Back underway. Box kick. Scotland clearing up over halfway. Well taken at the back there for Wales. Still, though, big defence in midfield from Scotland, keeping the Welsh pinned down into their own half, forcing them into expansive play early in the phase count. And now look at this counter drive from Scotland, straight over the top of that ball. But play on, well done by Wales. The counter ruck was great from Scotland, but they didn't clean it up, and Wales are able to secure possession back. Fair enough, Hamish. And when I'm on Steam, I don't really ever get beyond my library because I'm going on Steam specifically to play something. So the high ball from Wales, but Rowe takes it well and gets the offload away. And Scotland are just doing everything right so far in this one. They are worth every single point of their 20 points to 0 lead. And we've got the victorious bet already. Anytime try scorer, Vandermeer. It's been a brilliant weekend. The Six Nations for the betting stakes. Winnett brings it up for Wales. Can they fire off a shot before half-time? Davies controls the ball at the back of the ruck. Box kick. No pressure on no pressure on Rowe at the back, but we come back for a penalty. Scotland were offside. A little bit over enthusiastic there, the Scots. And a relieving penalty for Wales. Kick into touch from the penalty. Will find the line. Just inside Scotland's 22. Here's an opportunity for Wales. They need to get themselves on the board before half-time. We are now beyond 3-pointers. They need a try. Elias with the throw over the top to nobody. And Turner dives on it for Scotland. Oh, it's just chaos out there for the Welsh. Now Russell puts the kick in behind the line, hoping that this pops up and stays in play. It does. But Wales get boot to ball there. And now Russell, charge down, and here's an opportunity. It's tapped back. It's kept alive. Adams. And it's knocked on. Knocked on. Wales. There was a small opportunity there off the back of the charge down. Scotland are getting a little bit too fancy there. They got a little bit too comfortable. They're getting a little too cheeky. And the charge down doesn't come off. Knock on. Scrum down for Scotland. And they will want to put the cue in the rack for sure after that. Just getting a little bit too cheeky for their own good there. Hamish says we're not seeing Liam after next week. Skull and Bones comes out, so I have a feeling his status is going to be playing that. Yeah, fair enough. You're probably right about that one. Skull and Bones. Sounds right up his alley. My only question is, will there be bells on the ship? Wales fly half. Costello. He's got an ice pack out on the head, and we are having a TMO review. We're looking for foul play here. This is the circumstance that could swing the match. This is the sort of thing that can totally swing a match. The TMO has intervened. We're looking for some sort of foul play here. And is that what we're looking at, really? It's a ruck. It's just contesting the ruck. This would be a very harsh call were it to go against Scotland here. James, ahoy, mate. Yes, Hamish is correct. Hamish is correct. Oh, thank Christ. Common sense has prevailed here. Of course it wasn't foul play. It's just two players competing for ruck ball. It's an unfortunate circumstance that has eventuated, but that's the sort of thing that could have totally swung a game. Thank God common sense has prevailed. The referee has said no foul play. It's just a circumstance of the game, and we will play on, and that is great. That was just two players competing for the ball. We've had a very good weekend, James, with the betting on the Six Nations. As you can see there, I've already got a try scorer ticked off in this one. It's been a very successful weekend. Common sense has prevailed here. Play on, scrum down. Scotland with the feed. Inside their own 20. Oh, James, we did, and I can tell you, Rick Grimes, oh my God, Rick Grimes has fired up on Discord. He is not happy. I have never seen him go so ape over everything. I have never seen him just go completely off rocker like he is over the whole Cody situation. It actually makes for some quite hilarious reading. 3.5 minutes to go till half time. Wales do have a feed into the scrum here. This is a huge moment. You just get the feeling they cannot go to half time with no points. Scrum down, no, penalty. Full arm penalty here to Wales. Do they take the 3? I think we're beyond taking the 3 in all honesty. I'm actually thinking SummerSlam, James. SummerSlam. My theory is they have not come this far with Roman Reigns to not break Hulk Hogan's record. So I don't think Roman's losing the title at WrestleMania. And now the throw to the middle of the line out. They've spilt it, have Wales. They have spilt their beans. 2.5 minutes to go. And they just cannot get it right here, Wales. They keep fluffing their lines. And Scotland, they can set up the clearance here and they can go to the break, keeping Wales to donuts and having a very healthy 20-point lead. Oh, they just haven't got it right here, Wales, at all. There is the clearance. Not a lot of distance. There'll still be an opportunity here for Wales before half-time. But they just have not got it together. And now they've lost the line-out throw. Scotland have it back. They release it now. Out wide to the right. Tuipulotu beats the first up tackle. Taken down. Wales are all over the top of this one, and maybe now they consider taking the 3. They've won the turnover. A penalty right out in front. Maybe with 1 minute. 1 minute to go till the break. Maybe now you consider taking the 3 just to get some points on the board. No, they're not. They've given it no consideration at all. They've plugged this ball straight into touch, and they've failed to find touch, and that just sums it up for Wales tonight. The touch finder was not even close to the sideline. He was trying to chew off way too many meters. And Wales find themselves now back on the halfway line, and they just continue to fluff their lines here. Winnett puts it high. No pressure on the kick chase, and Russell returns it right down the middle of the field. Winnett with the kick back, straight down the throat of Russell. Russell dummies in field. We've got 10 seconds to go till the break. We've got a kicking jaw set up. Somebody's going to have to try something. Winnett puts it high. Chases his own kick. It's lost forward by Scotland, and they're offside there, surely. Yes, they are, and it's penalty Wales. They will get one last opportunity here before the break. It's been an absolute shambles. this first half. Honestly, I think that Wales would be struggling to beat Italy based on the performance of the two teams this weekend so far. They've got one last chance, though. Wales, it could suddenly all start to click together if they just get one thing right. They will have the line-out throw. 20 out from the Scots line. Elias, throw into the line-out, to the middle, hits the target. They release the ball, and they juggle and spill the ball. Tompkins, it just sums it all up. It is chaotic out there from Wales. And we will go to half-time. 20 points to 0. Scotland. It's been clinical. Wales. It's been school grade stuff. They have been really, really disappointing. Wales just cannot get it together right now. 20 points to 0 at the break, and just simple errors. Schoolboy errors. All right, Wasted World of Sports. 20 points to 0. Scotland dominating Wales here in the final game of round 1 of the Six Nations for 2024. What can you say? Wales have been extreme. Is that Dave Hughes? Why would Dave Hughes be in the crowd watching the Six Nations rugby? Cobus, the boss man. Ahoy, mate. How are you? Hamish says, I spent $60 on a remaster of Ark, and week after week, it's delays and broken promises and boredom because it's the same map. It's not a new game built from the ground up. It's a rehash of the old code. Hey, I'll tell you who else did that. While we're on a sports channel, the developers of Rugby Manager, it's on Steam, or maybe it's not on Steam anymore because of the backlash. But yeah, Rugby Manager, something like that. Oh, that story would have gone better had I known exactly what I was talking about. All right, Wasted World of Sports, halftime here, 20 points to 0. Scotland dominating Wales in every facet of the game. They just have not showed up. But 40 minutes of play to go. Hopefully they get an absolute reaming at the halftime break and they come out a different team in the second half. We'll be here to cover all the action. I'm going to have a quick break and we'll assess that first half right after this and wonder what the hell happened to Wales, because I tipped Scotland and I thought Scotland would win. Not this comprehensively, though. Wales must show up in the second half because we've had two great games of rugby, really quality, close contests in the lead up to this one. And this is one that I thought would be close and hard fought. And at the moment, a little bit of a walkover. So I'll have a quick break and we'll be back to discuss just what in the hell we saw in that first half right after this. Half time here, West to World of Sports, 20 points to nil. Scotland dominating every facet of the game. Incredible scenes, really. James says, so you got up on a multi? No, James, actually, for whatever reason, Sportsbet, Neds, I don't think I checked Bet365, but Sportsbet, Neds, Bluebet, nobody, for whatever reason, is accepting same-game multis on the Six Nations. I don't understand why, but they're just not. So I'm not doing multis, I'm just doing straight bets. Straight-up bets for all the Six Nations action, and it is paying off big time because I've been up in every game so far, including this one. I probably need another one to get over the line. Oh no, because I've gone Scotland. So yeah, at the moment I'm up on all games so far, which is nice. I might have to do that for the rugby league this year. Forget the multis. Did Ireland beat France? Yes, 38 points to 17. But it was a lot closer, a lot harder fought contest than that scoreline suggests. France was still in it pretty much to like the very back end of the game. They were still in it at half time, that's for sure. And then Ireland sort of ran away with it in the last 10. But it was on a knife's edge up until that point. And England were a little bit more comfortable over Italy than the scoreline suggests as well. It was a very hard-fought first half. Italy actually had the lead at halftime, and England were ahead by 10 points after full time. And it wasn't until the 83rd minute that Italy scored a converted try. So the scoreline for that England-Italy game was more like 27-17, really. Whoops. Really, but then the consolation try at the end, which earned them a bonus point, a well-deserved bonus point as well, mind you. Am I placing a bet on my oh, I can't even say it without laughing. Am I placing a bet on actually, I probably shouldn't say it. Lord knows I've had enough of my streams cancelled over the years for some of the stuff I've said. But no, I probably won't be putting a bet on that one. Although I'm now curious. I am curious what the... Because I know you can do bets on... It's crazy the amount of stuff that you can do bets on these days. I won my bets on the... It's been a really good start to the year for me this year, because I won my bets at the Royal Rumble as well. I had Nia Jax for most eliminations. I won that one. She's paying $2.45. Okay, interesting. What's The Rock paying? Or has everybody given up all the talk of The Rock running for president? Half-time hit. Wales have been extremely disappointing. I thought out of all three games, this probably would have been the closest one. Now we've still got a full half of rugby left, so there is still time for Wales to get 3 converted tries in 40 minutes. They need to just get their act together, though. Too many simple mistakes. Cobus Dutoya, the boss man, says, what a hell of a disappointment. Wales, 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 where are you? Where are they indeed? And even when they've got themselves into try-scoring positions territorially, just one phase and then simple, uncontested drop ball. I really hate for it to sound like I'm throwing shade at Italy. I'm not. I'm praising Italy for what they achieved today. But this is what I expected from them. There's no real way that I can say that kindly, but this is what I expected the Italian performance to be. But Italy, they were not. They were very solid, and they put up a hell of a fight. And they kept fighting right to the finish. But, as I said, look, there's a full half of rugby left to play out in this one. Hopefully Wales can get their act together and give us a contest. Because as a neutral, as a Southern Hemisphere boy with no dog in the fight, so to speak, a complete neutral, all you want to see is a contest, a good contest, a cracking game of rugby that goes down to the wire. And we've seen two good games. I was really hoping for a third one. It hasn't delivered so far, but hats off to Scotland as well, because you know, they're great. They're great. They've been very clinical. They're great value for their 20-point lead. Davey Koss says nothing like the sound of a cold tinny cracking open on Wasted World of Sports. I love it. Cheers. I might have to screenshot that comment and put it on my wall of great comments. Hey, James, actually, we had a very fun troll in the Ireland versus France game. You know me, I always get a kickoff out of the trolls. So I am apparently the gay Karate Kid. She's pushed out to $9 as the demo runner. There you go. So just out of curiosity, who's the favorite? On Thursday, she were 245 on some platforms. Well, there you go. Anyways, hell of a tangent that we're off on here. Let's get some stats. Where's my phone? Let's check out some stats from this game, because this is going to make some horrid reading, I think, for Wales. All right, let's go. Six Nations Rugby. Oh, by the way, if anybody's got a score of the Crusaders Munster game, if it's even started yet, I'm very keen to hear it. Okay, Scotland 20 points to 0 at halftime. Of course, well and truly ahead. Stats. Okay, 54%. Scotland, 54% possession to 46. I would have thought it would be a little bit more dominant than that. But here, you know, Wales, 55% territory is what I find surprising. So those two stats suggest that it should not be 20 points to 0. Davey Koss, thank you, mate. 14 points to 7 in favour of Munster so far. Attacking minutes, Wales 7.8, Scotland with 12. So Scotland have had more, despite the lack of territory and possession domination, they've had better attacking opportunities. 66 carries to 48. 320 metres carried to 243. 189 metres gained to 143. So this is where Scotland are dominating I just find it interesting that based on those stats, though, the territory, despite the territory, but this is where it really sort of falls apart. 6 handling errors to 2 Wales. 8 turnovers conceded to 3 Wales. They're well ahead on all the negative stats. And that's where the discrepancy is coming in on the stat sheet. Teams are back out for the second half now. 14 points to 7 to Munster at half time. There you go. Yeah, I would have liked to have covered that game, but probably honestly not at the expense of this one, although this one has turned into a little bit of a nightmare scenario at the moment for Wales, but hopefully they can turn it around. It's not too late. But of course, a lot of top-line players not involved in that Munster Crusaders game, so it's also not like on paper, Munster versus Crusaders sounds like a dream match, but with all the players out, it's probably not as much of a dream as it could be, if that makes sense. I still would have loved to have seen it, though. Not available to me here in Australia, though, for whatever reason. I couldn't find anywhere to see it. Anyway, second half is underway here. Wales have got it all to do. A 20-point deficit. They have first use of the ball, and they kick it high up to halfway. Oh, is Lee Halfpenny playing fullback? There you go. For some reason, I thought he was fly half, but that's probably my mistake. Through the hands early goes Scotland. Cheers, James. Thank you. 20 points to 0, of course. Scotland now have the ball on halfway. Setting up a box kick. It goes high. It's going to land nicely outside the 20, but the chase is a good one. Timed perfectly. Timed perfectly, the chase. And Wales immediately pinned back down inside their own 20. The box kick clearance from Davies. Up over halfway. Scotland come down with it. Russell dummies in field. Dummies again. The double pump and puts Vandermeer into space. Vandermeer puts the head down and goes for the corner. And Vandermeer gets a double. And it is a dream start to the second half for Scotland. 2 minutes into the second half. The counter-attack started by Finn Russell. 25-0 kick to come. The nightmare continues for Wales. Whatever the halftime talk was, they obviously haven't delivered some lazy defense in midfield. And Vandermeer just puts the head down and scorches the defense on the outside. 25 points to 0. What a start to the second half. A double for Vandermeer. Unfortunately, I only get paid out once. And we already had the payout. James says the commentary's in Gaelic. That's all right. I don't listen to the commentary anyway. I do my own, even when I'm not streaming. Even when I'm not streaming, I seriously find myself bollocksing on about the game, talking over the top of it anyway. So Russell converts, and it is 27 points to 0. And now the nightmare is officially real for the Welsh. And if this continues, where do they go from here? In all honesty, Italy put on a performance against England that could really threaten this Welsh outfit. If this is how they play, I would actually be having a cheeky little bet on Italy to knock them off, especially with a line. Scotland, clinical, box kick up over halfway. And they are bouncing around everywhere here, the Scots. This could just be a blowout here in the second half. Warren Gatland can just sit in the coach's box with his arms folded. Not a happy man. Elias to the middle of the line out. And Wales have it. Just their own side of halfway. Can they launch something? Wraparound play. Flat pass. Scotland over the top of the ball. Try and win the turnover. They can't. Wales maintain possession. Penalty advantage. Not rolling away. Now the little grubber kick through. Scotland have it, but it was under penalty advantage. And they're a little bit beyond taking the 3 points here. Yeah, half-time in the Munster Crusaders match. $27-0. The touch finder puts Wales inside Scotland's 20. The throw to the middle. Diaz on for Wales, replacing Elias. Ringing in the changes, trying to make something happen. Williams is on. So Davies hasn't come out for the second half. Just trying to spark something here, Wales. The substitutes. Penalty advantage again, and it is Williams. They'll come back for the penalty. Scotland just got to be a little bit careful here. They don't want to give away too many penalties. Risk a yellow card. Invite Wales back into the contest. The penalty's right out in front. It's a gift 3 points. But we are beyond 3-pointers here at 27-0. The kick to touch. 15 out from the try line. They've not done a single rolling maul, I don't think, all game. Maybe it's time to try a rolling maul. Let's see. D throws to the front. They do bring it down. And they set up a rolling maul. This is great shape and good numbers. And it must be a try. A penalty try, if nothing else. And it has finally happened for Wales. And there is also a yellow card for the attempted collapse of the rolling maul. Will that be the turning point in this match? It's the first time I recall them really doing a rolling maul so far in this game, and it has paid full dividends. And they also get the yellow card to boot. They're going to spend the next 10 minutes with a man advantage. 27-5, kick to come. Just what they needed, but they could have done with that before Scotland got the easy try right after the break. Hooking the conversion away. That's not what they needed. They need all the points possible. A missed conversion. But this is something now, at least for Wales. Something. A little bit of positivity to try and build off. 27 points to 5. 3 tries to 1 now. There is still time. As a neutral with no dog in the fight, we just want to see a contest. So we would love to see Wales get their act together and fight back here. Taking the ball from the kickoff, they return immediately with a clearance way up over halfway. Scotland go quick. Russell feeds it off to Rowe. Scotland have possession back. They're inside their own half, though. Schumann goes in and plays scrum half. No, he doesn't, because he realizes the actual scrum half is there. And White with the box kick. Well taken at the back there from Tompkins. Wales have it. Head down, bum up by Domachowski. Now they're starting to... Oh, that's a high shot and a penalty. A high shot. A relieving penalty here for Wales. They tap and go quickly. And they're up over halfway. That took everybody by surprise. That did. Now they spread it out wide. Nowhere to go out there, though, for Wales. Cutting back midfield. Now they've got numbers to the left if they can draw and pass. Staying on the short side and spilling the ball, as was the story for the entirety of the first half. The short, flat pass, not able to hold on to it. It's still just not coming together for Wales, despite some tiny promising signs. $27 points to 5. 8 minutes left they've got for the extra man. The yellow card. Plenty of time left, 30 minutes. But they've got to stamp out these little errors, just simple errors. That's been the story of their game. The whole game so far. It's been really disappointing. Scrum down here for Scotland. Solid. Oh, but a big drive. A big second push. And Wales have won themselves a penalty. The momentum ever so slightly falling in their favour at the moment. Ever so slightly. Yes, James, I actually have planned a big NRL season 2024 preview for the channel, which I believe will just be me at the moment. I'm gonna try and get the old Panther patched in for some of it, and maybe I'll see if Michelle's up for patching in for some of it. But yes, I want to do a huge 2024 NRL preview. I've already got the stream set up for reminders to be set and whatnot. And I'll be covering off everything. I'll be doing my top 8 prediction. I will answer that question of, are we expecting the Panthers to win again? Yes, we are. Throw into the line out here for Wales. They go to the middle. But yes, that video is up. That live stream is up and scheduled on the channel for those of you interested in NRL. Big rolling maul here from Wales. Scotland are getting into spoil. They've managed to get around and shut this off, but Wales continue to drive for the line. They're over the line here. Can they get to ground? Scotland have done extremely well, though, to collapse this and hold it up. We come back for a penalty to Wales, though, playing under penalty advantage. They need to take maximum advantage of this little period of play here. Dear God, they're going to tap and go. They're going to tap and go here, Wales, and they've spilt the ball backwards, luckily. And now the pass out the back to nobody. It's a bloody shambles it is from the Welsh. But somehow they secure possession. Everything possibly that they could do wrong, they're finding ways to do it here, Wales. But somehow they might find themselves still in this game at the back end of it, which is just insane to think about. 5 phases now. Space out to the left. Wraparound play. Double pump. Harbour Bridge pass out wide. And it is a try for Dyer in the corner. You can't believe it. They're doing everything possible to throw this away, Wales. But somehow they are well and truly now back into this contest. 3 tries to 2. The conversion to come from out wide. And still 5 minutes with an extra man advantage. Despite everything that they're trying possibly to fail, they are now finding ways to succeed. It's all right, James, I understand. I'm not normally one to detect sarcasm easily, but in that statement, there was no other possible way to take it. Kanye Ketchup, ahoy there, mate. How are you doing? This is a big conversion, this one from out wide. Lloyd hooks it back right over the middle. 27 points to 12. And suddenly, Wales, with 4 more minutes left with an extra man, they've arisen from their slumber. If they can bag another one before Scotland get their yellow card back, it'd be 27-19 going into the last quarter of the game. It would be a huge, huge end to the match. James says Kanye Ketchup sounds like Kanye's time of the month. Oh, dear God, James. God, mate. Oh, come on. Oh, the visuals. The visuals. I can't get it out of my head. Wales with the ball back now. They're making something out of this, Wales. They're not letting us down. Expansive play now out wide. They've got the overlap and space now for Adams. Puts the kick in. It's a little too deep. And Russell will take the mark at the back and just calm things down here. Slow down the play here for the Scots. They've got 2.5 minutes with the man in the bin. And Russell just looking to slow things down. Playing it perfectly. The clearing kick from Russell up over halfway. Wales will have the throw to the line out. They're just keeping themselves alive here, Wales. To the middle of the line out. Tapped down. Kick in over the top. Looking for space. Now looking for the bounce. And they do get the bounce. Pressure at the back on Rowe. The counter ruck. Can they drive over the top of this one, Wales? Getting feet in there. Looking to disrupt. Scotland. Drive in with numbers and secure the ball. Scotland about to be back to a full complement in the next stoppage. And so smartly, White just thumps this into touch so they can get their player back on the field. Very smart play there by Scotland. Controlling the clock perfectly. Wales have gone up a gear, though, which is perfect. It's exactly what we wanted. We want to see a game out of it. 57 minutes gone. 27 points to 12. Wales to the middle of the line out again. They're having success there. Now the backline movement. Wraparound play has created space out wide again. There's our man Adams stepping back in field. Scotland slide across and shut it down. Beard, what a name. Beard. Now the cutout pass has created space. Dummying and going on his own was Dyer. They're inside the 20. They've suddenly found a new lease of life here, Wales. Back to the open side they go. Can they be next to strike? Scotland all over this one. Looking for the turnover. He's gone off his feet and a penalty advantage. 6 phases. The crossfield kick will come back for the penalty. Oh, maybe. It's fallen for Dyer. He keeps it alive. Back to Adams. And Adams is taken in the one-on-one tackle. And back for the penalty we come. Geez, do you take the 3 here? 58.5 minutes gone. A gift 3-pointer out in front. Or do you keep the I think you keep the momentum going here. You plug it into the corner and keep the momentum going. I'm normally the biggest advocate for taking the 3 in any situation when it's on offer, but I think you plug this into the corner and keep the momentum going. (27-12). Thump it into the corner. And they are doing just that. As much as an advocate I am for taking the points. And the perfect touch finder. Wales will have this line-out throw. 10 metres out from the Scots line. They'll go to the front and set up a rolling maul, I dare say. That's exactly what they do. They've got great shape on this maul. Scotland try to collapse. Scotland do collapse. And they've done extremely well. Wales need to fight and get this ball out. There it is. It's presented at the back of the ruck. It's still on here for Wales. 5 out from the line. Penalty advantage. They can try something here. Playing under penalty advantage. 1 out, trying to barge over. Penalties for offside. They can try something a little more expansive than this if they want. Under the penalty advantage. Looking left, looking right. Right is where they go. Scotland. That defence in around the ruck is tough. They're not breaking them. Staying on the short side here. Wales, cut out pass. 2 out from the ruck, but Scotland wise to it. Pick and go. Nothing happening there. Still penalty advantage. And back we come. And now, oh wait. Referee O'Keefe has gone to his pocket and Scotland are down a man again. This is huge. Scotland are about to be down a man again. Yellow card displayed. And Tui Pelotu cannot believe it. Tui Pelotu has been given yellow. Tap and go here for Wales. Not interested in setting up the rolling maul this time. Stepping in and under the post and reaching out and scoring. Wainwright. I can't believe what we're witnessing here. Wales well and truly back. 27-17. Kick to come from right in front. It's about to be 27-19. Oh, the comeback. It was on. And they are making good. Somehow, they have absolutely no right to still be in this contest, Wales, the way that they played that first 40 minutes. But somehow, they are on the brink of the most amazing comeback that I've ever witnessed. There is a huge amount of time left, and Scotland will again, for the next 9 minutes, be down to 14 men. 27 points to 19. 61 minutes gone. 15 on 14 for the next 9 minutes. Wales, it's been, you talk about a game of two halves. This is the very definition of a game of two halves. It was all Scotland for 42 minutes. And now for the rest of the game, it's been all Wales thus far. This has been absolutely amazing. What a fight back. Russell gets us back underway. Wales secure possession. The try scorer dummies and goes straight through. Look for the link man on the outside. He couldn't find him. But suddenly Wales are back up over halfway. The try scorer, Wainwright, from the kickoff, dummies and goes straight through to put them in great field position. And now they stretch them wide to the other sideline. Wales could not do a thing right in the first half, and now suddenly it's all falling into place for them. Scotland try and hold them up. They eventually get to ground. Wainwright, he has been immense. James says Scotland rallied from a 19-point deficit to claim a draw against Wales 21 years ago. That was the biggest comeback in Six Nations history. Well, there you go. Our stats man in the back. Cut out pass. Wales now looking for space on the outside on this near touchline again. Well covered off by Scotland. 8 phases they've gone through. 7 minutes left with a man in the bin. The crowd is in voice. Cut out pass, maybe slightly forward. Not called though. They're inside the 20-meter line. Wainwright, a great shoelace pickup. Now a little chip in over the top. How's the bounce? The bounce is unkind for Rowe, and he fires the pass willy-nilly across the face of post. But it could open up here for Scotland. Great defense. And he spills the ball forward. I thought backwards, says the referee. And Scotland frantically clear upfield. And now the return kick up over halfway. It stays in the field of play. Oh, helter-skelter. That's what it's all about. And this ball's flown forward. Wales will have the scrum. That was a chaotic little passage of play. Oh, this game it's taken over 40 minutes, but it is starting to deliver. We are seeing an incredible game now, and this is going to be a huge, huge final 15 minutes to this contest. 8 points the difference. You kind of get the feeling this one could end 27-26 the way it's going. 3 tries apiece. Second half possession, 65% in favour of Wales. Five minutes left on Tui Pelotu's yellow card. Wales secure the scrum. Wraparound play, it's a loose pass out the back. and that puts them under pressure. Finn Russell all over him, driving him backwards. Now they have to start all over again here, Wales. Scrappy passing. Three tries apiece. Amazing. We saw in the Italy-England game, Italy actually outscored England 3-2. Now wide to the left they go. Win it. Now space. And Dwyer into space on the left-hand edge. Beats the tackle. Beats two. And he's still going. Finds support from Winnett. Winnett pops it back in field. Wales, great field position here. Wainwright back in midfield, keeping the ball alive. Penalty advantage it is. Opportunity, golden opportunity knocking here. And Adams steps back in field, back into traffic. But penalty advantage remains. 3 minutes 40 with the extra man advantage. They stay on the short side, and here is Adams. We've got Adams, anytime try scorer. It'd be nice if he got over. Back for the penalty we go. Referee says, I've had enough. We'll come back for the penalty advantage. And maybe you take the 3 here. It's out wide. It's very close to the sideline, but maybe you take the 3 here. Seriously. 13 minutes to go. Scoreboard pressure. 27-22, they could make it. There's still 3 minutes of the extra man advantage. I would seriously consider it. No, they're plugging it into the corner. It was out wide. If it were any closer to the post, it would have been an absolute given. But they've pushed this into the corner. The line out throw, 10 meters out. If it were any closer to the post, I think it would have been an absolute given that they take the 3. But just a little bit too far out wide, I believe. This is a huge line-out throw here. D goes to the front, finds his target. They set up the rolling maul. They set up the rolling maul perfectly, and they score the try. Wales, what a comeback. 27-24, kick to come. What are we witnessing here, Wasted World of Sports? Just what are we seeing? This game was all over at halftime. Scotland were ahead 27 points to 0, 2 minutes after the halftime break. Wales were dead and buried, and it could very well be 27-26. Still with 12 minutes to go. This is amazing. You love to see it. You love to be part of something like this. History in the making, says James. This is a huge kick. A massive conversion. He moves in, he strikes it, he's on target. Right down the middle. What a kick by Lloyd. 27-26. After 42 minutes, this game was 27-0. At the 69-minute mark, 27-26. This is absolutely incredible. What a blockbuster last 10 minutes we have. 43 seconds left of Tui Pelotu in the bin. A bonus point try that was for Wales. Scotland get us back underway. Wales secure the ball just outside their own 22. Williams with the box kick up over halfway. Russell has it at the back for Scotland. Puts it high. The kick chase from Rowe. But Wales come down with it. They've got the ball in good position here. Wainwright fires it across for D. Wainwright backing up again, playing scrum half, the big man. Listen to the chorus of the crowd singing in the background. They realize what they're part of right now, potentially. Inside the last 10 minutes. Box kick. Pressure at the back taken well by Scotland. Bringing it back into midfield. There's Vandermeer, the double try scorer. Our bet winner. Russell sends it out to the left, this near side. Great defense from Wales. Scotland still down a man, waiting for a break in play so they can get Tui Pelotu back on. 71 minutes gone. Oh, trouble in midfield there. Who's that? Somebody's down for Scotland. Player down for Scotland. They're trying to stop play. I think there's some shenanigans on here. And the referee had no choice but to call time off. But there was some shenanigans there, I dare say. And Tui Pelotu back onto the field. A cheeky little conveniently placed injury there for Scotland. I mean, if the guy is legitimately hurt, obviously you hate to see it. Let's have a look at the replay. Did anything actually happen to him? Yeah, okay. Not really, but... Not really, but probably justified that you might be down for that one. Milking for the penalty. And who'd have thought a penalty is exactly what they need right now, Scotland. What a turnaround in this game. Nine minutes to go. 1 point the difference. I can't believe that I'm saying that. 1 point the difference. We are in for a huge finish here. Scrum down. It will be Scotland feed. They are back to a full complement. We're in for a blockbuster finish. Once again, we are witnessing the team with more tries scored being behind on the scoreboard. Italy earlier outscored England by 3 tries to 2, I believe it was. And now you've got Wales with the bonus point 4th try and Scotland with 3. Finding themselves 1 point behind on the scoreboard. 27-26. Scrum reset. This is tense. Kanye Ketchup, you left the room to make a coffee again. Every time Kanye Ketchup leaves the room to make a coffee, something happens. Something amazing. Scotland now back to a full complement. Looking a little bit more assured of themselves here as they control the phases in midfield. Inside Welsh territory. 7.5 minutes to go. Pressure cooker situation. Both teams. Who will hold their nerve? Russell Out the back to Rowe. Feeds it across the back line. Jones stepping back in field. Cummings into contact. Scotland controlling the phase play here. 10 phases they've gone through. Just waiting for an opportunity. Russell with the cutout pass. Over to the far touchline. Good defense. They've turned Jones the wrong way, but he manages to get the ball back. Scotland, 12 phases approaching. Now Tuipulotu back on the field, beats the first tackle. 12 phases, 13 phases. Scotland just inching forward here, getting themselves into kickable territory for a penalty. Russell tries to put the kick through. It ricochets, bounces kindly for Scotland, but Wales get in over the top of the ball and secure the penalty. Huge, massive, massive penalty. Great counter-rucking. Oh, God. I'll be right back. Penalty kick into touch for Wales. 30 out from the line. Huge line out throw this. D doesn't hit the target. Scotland will come down with it. And a clearing kick, a relieving clearance. Forcing Wales back down into their own territory, but they decide to run it. Pressure on the kick here from Adams. It's going to pop up nicely for Rowe at the back for Scotland. Fires it back midfield for Finn Russell, who puts it straight down the middle. And that's a territorial advantage for Scotland. Winning the foursome backs here. Finn Russell and the Scots, and another great kick. Keeping them pinned down here. Saying, hey, you can run it back at us if you like. And there's the clearance into touch. That's better. Make them play. Make them throw the line out. 4 minutes left. 1 point the difference. The line out throw for Scotland is going to be inside their own half. Big line out here again. Everything's big at this point in time. That is not straight, and it's over the back, and Wales have got it. Wales have got it. It was not straight. It's a high tackle in midfield. Around the shoulders, says referee O'Keefe, not wanting to blow a potentially match-deciding penalty, I think, there. Although, in fairness, it was nicely around the shoulders. It just looked high initially. Wales have the ball here on halfway. This game is on a knife's edge. I can't believe that we are at this point with a couple of minutes left. 3 minutes left. 6 phases for Wales. They're still just around the halfway line. Scotland's defence is holding firm. Rushing up, putting pressure on, and now Wales have lost yardage. They're now 10 metres back their own side of halfway. Flat pass forward. Yes, it's forward. That's massive. That is a big mistake. A flat pass called forward by the referee, and it is forward. Yes, way forward. Scrum down here for Scotland. 2.5 minutes left. What a fight back, though, from Wales. How important, how crucial was that second Vandermeer try 2 minutes after the halftime break now? Wales will need to put a monster push on here. Try and win this ball off the scrum. Two minutes left. 1 point the difference. This weekend of Six Nations Rugby has delivered. It has been fantastic viewing each and every game. Less than 2 minutes to go. Scotland weathered the storm. It looked for all money like Wales were going to run over the top of them at the end. But they weathered the storm. And now they're just running down the clock. Scrum reset after scrum reset. There cannot be a third. Referee O'Keefe, he might be forced to make a call here. I dare say Scotland will try every little trick in the book. And why wouldn't you? It's not a negative. Why wouldn't you in this situation try and run the clock down? But referee O'Keefe, he's got to be wise to the shenanigans. Big drive from Scotland. That is a very solid scrum. Just what they needed in that situation. Now a set play. Out the back they go and straight through a big gap. Support on the outside. The cover defence is there from Wales. But Scotland, 10 out from the line. They could put this game to bed. 10 out. Wales diving in over the top. Getting on the wrong side of the ruck. Lucky to not give away a penalty advantage inside the last minute. They're down the right end of the field now, Scotland. They don't need to do anything. 30 seconds to go. Even if they give away a penalty here, Wales will have to go the length of the field to try and steal this one. But Scotland looking to have the final say. A metre short now. They've got the numbers out to the right if they can go there. A pick and go. They're not really interested. 3 seconds to go. This will be it. Do they burrow over or do they just plug it into touch? Scotland have the ball at the back. Dummies and goes on his own white. They're playing on. Risky stuff. They want another try. Surely you just thump this into touch now. 13 phases. Vandermeer wants a third. Vandermeer wants a third. He's short. The referee blows his whistle and that will be full time. Either way, that will be it. Wales were on the brink of an almighty comeback. On-field decision, no try. But a little bit of a meek and meaningless end to this game. But it turned out to be an absolute blockbuster, didn't it? 27-26. Vandermeer reaches out and he does not get it down. Does not get the ball down. What an almighty effort from Wales, though, to round out a quality weekend of Six Nations Rugby. Great game. 27-26. No try, but game over. 27-26. We almost were part of history. Almost. But we were still part of an amazing fight back and a quality game of rugby in the end, in what threatened to be a serious blowout. Wales, nothing was going their way. They were getting nothing right. They could easily have rolled over and just surrendered and been annihilated. They did not. They fought back. They had their opportunities. They almost made history. 27-26. How crucial that second try from Vandermeer 2 minutes after half-time that put Scotland out 27 points to 0, because from the 42nd minute on, it was all Wales. 27 points to 0 it was after 42 minutes. 27-26, the full-time score. A missed conversion, among some other things, but that missed conversion played a crucial role. Some missed penalties played crucial roles. What a bloody game of rugby we just witnessed, though. Amazing. All three games, in their own way, have been fantastic. And they all threatened to stink the joint out. But they didn't. They delivered. All three games this weekend delivered. Wow. Absolutely amazing. What a weekend of Six Nations rugby. Whew. It takes it out of you, huh? Amazing stuff. How many coffees did you have, Kanye Ketchup? All right. James says 21-14 to Munster. Another close game happening over there. (27-26). Scotland have held on to take the victory here to cap off an amazing first weekend of Six Nations rugby. 27-26, Scotland over Wales. The game before this one, 27-24 in favour of Italy. And earlier tonight, 38 points to 17. It was Ireland over France. 3 amazing games of rugby. I thank you so much for joining me and being part of it. We were so close to being part of history. Oh, you've got to love a good comeback. I mean, we had a fantastic comeback last year in the NRL Grand Final, much to the dismay of my rugby league co-host, Michelle. But anyways, what's next for Wasted World of Sports? Well, after that, we are definitely doing more Six Nations rugby. But I've also got coming up my big NRL season 2024 preview. I'll be doing I'll share the link there. So I've just shared a link in the chat room there to our big NRL season preview. I'll be doing top 8 predictions. I'll be giving percentages of what I think the percentage chance is for the team to win the competition. I'll be analysing the signings. I'll be starting a tipping competition again for this year, and I'll also be starting an NRL fantasy competition. So I'll be picking my fantasy team to launch into the 2024 season. We'll be doing it all. Predictions, fantasy, everything. We're going to be talking all things 2024 NRL Rugby League season. And of course, round 2, week 2 of the Six Nations, because if this is what the Six Nations is delivering, I'm on board. I'm well and truly on board. As I said, this is the first time that I've experienced the Six Nations live, and it has not let me down. Some quality rugby we've seen. All right, Wasted Water Sports. If there's nothing else in the chat room, thank you very much for your company. As always, it's bright and early here at 5 a.m. It's probably about time this man got some sleep. Thank you so much. I appreciate it as always. Some amazing games that we bear witness to here tonight or here this morning, depending on where in the world you are. Thank you very much for your company. As always, I'll catch you next time. Until then, cheers.